For joining us this morning.
It's my pleasure. Nice to be with you and Lindsay.
What we got to do, I know we're always on a tight, compact time here on the International Sports Report. Right away, the Canadian Soccer Association have banned the Canadian Soccer League.
Yes.
and the reason is what?
Well, there isn't a reason. They've stated that we've violated the rules and regulations, and I can say that my involvement with the league going back to 1997, the league's never, ever been convicted of a breach of any rules and regulations. We received absolutely no notification except for a letter saying that we were expelled because we breached their rules, which is in total violation of their own rules. Okay,
Vincent, our producer has been several times trying to contact the Canadian Soccer Association. We had a two-liner out. Paraphrase it in as much they were not interested in giving us an interview on their side, and our question was, well, why has the Canadian Soccer League been banned? So it was negative coming back. Now, what do you guys do? I mean, the press release went out just lately now. You're banned officially, so you can't have players registered here. You can't have referees conducting your games this side, but you're going to be joining an American league.
Well, we had prepared for this since a year ago, and so we were prepared to be a private league. We have our referees, and even the statement they made that no sanctioned teams can have any sporting contact with the league, that's not true. The rules provide for friendly games between any team, sanctioned or unsanctioned. The only issue that's unfortunate is that we were. A late development was with this union and negotiation and agreement that we were reaching with the American Professional League. Now, because they're seeking sanctioning, it's sort of thrown a wrench into the works because that was a huge move for the league and our teams and our youth teams to interact and play cross-border games. So that's one thing that has hurt us. But the league itself, we intended to play all along. Even last year, the fact that the de-sanctioning, which was wrongful, happened months before our season started, it was important that, first of all, we proved them wrong, and secondly, that we had order in the league last year. But we expected all this. We expected not to receive sanctioning from Ontario. I mean, it's ridiculous that up until just before our submission, they had agreed on exactly what we were submitting. And then once we submitted our application, the answer we received was, your application is incomplete. 2 emails a week apart asking for information, what's missing, rules of appeal. We have received no response. And in fact, even the CSA movement, I think, is basically was a move because when they reminded us of the de-sanctioning that was effective February 14th this year, my comment was, we're well aware of that, but we are members in good standing according to CSA rules until the annual general meeting in May. Could you please clarify this? We have received no response, and the only communication we received with this was a letter indicating that we've been expelled because of violations, which everyone knows. Yeah.
Vince, I understand that, but where does the CSL go now? You say that you got no notice. Is it litigation being looked at?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And appealing it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have Rockaroos and Nick Porco from BR Litigations successfully represented us in 2 cases now, and under their advisement, this is very straightforward. Even you don't have to be a lawyer when an organization doesn't follow their own rules. It's unfortunate. I mean, if we did anything wrong, then we're to blame, and we'll take the penalty. And and then if we did anything wrong, the first thing we try to do is try to correct the problem. But we don't know what the issues are.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Linz, the question you asked there, litigation, I think we have to look at this more, because if you have a litigation, you've got to have evidence, or you've got to have an area which says that, hey, this is wrong. Where's the evidence? Why are you banned? But you know what, Vince, I mean, surely we're going to be looking at this very closely. We will approach the CSA again to see what their comments are, and it's open that they can have this interview. We really appreciate your time, because I know you're busy traveling, but I'm sure we'll be speaking to you very soon.
Thank you very much.
Vincent Ursini, he's the chairman of the Canadian Soccer League, also president as well, I should say. A little rushed, but we wanted to get to the point on why this particular league is banned.
I'd like to thank all our guests. Bael, our producer, man, does an outstanding